start things off. Both teams with the majority of their players set up outside this A site. They both run pistols in this direction before. Good nade coming out of Forsaken already, and something, a mindfreak peeking off the back of it. They're going to be stuck in the corner early on. This is a great start for PRX.
And Munchkin's in danger as well. He tried to jump away. The Boombot was chasing him. Monyet caught him. And for GenG, 2 versus 5, barely any damage done. At least they've still got the spike, but they have to hope for some serious mistakes at this point that PRX go running forward, or even rotate, assuming that it's a B hit. But you can see there's no real need for panic on the defensive side. They're just going to hunker down and wait for GenG to take a step forward and give them the first pistol round win.
Yeah, I think the scary prospect as well is that on this map in particular, we have seen some sort of rougher attack sides out of GenG. Obviously, that is helped a little bit by having that Omen instead of the Astra. But other than that, it's an absolutely...
But this late on in the game, you're just going to sit there, hope they dive into you. And as we can see, they've gone to the exact other side of the map. So for PRX, you know, it's hard to get back into a site with these weapons as well, especially a site like this where pretty much every fight on the way in is long range.
See, normally you talk about, okay, maybe going down to the spike or just trying to hold for exits, but I am waiting for Forsaken to attempt to try and blast back through something, and already mindfreak taking a lot of control. Now, Texture in a fairly solo position. There's a chance. There's the blast backs already, and there's the judge. Exactly what Forsaken does. He got a rifle, but it's very short. Make sure he keeps control in mid, but it's slightly more stacked up than you might expect. The only problem is he might get caught. He's switching between utility. Finally, will pull the gun out, but the aggression of his teammate gets absolutely nothing. And while there is the 4 of the judge. Not going to find anything more, and for something, I hope to God he's going to save.
It's not the round you want to see him throw his life away for, is it? A 1v3 with the op, possible, winnable, but not to be. If he had a few more kills along the way, I liked what I saw last round. I don't know if you caught it in the replay, Tom, but a fist bump into a high five. Let's see how many high fives there are for GenG after this one. They've got a lot of space, but that flash was perfect. Deadly from Devi, and he's managed to slip away towards the elbow. Another fight. And he's actually got a teammate in there. I don't know if they've seen Forsaken, but they certainly have now at heavy cost. Smokes are down, but so too are the majority of PRX players. It's only something left, but he has that off. The 1v2 he didn't go for. The 1v3, it's tempted him. It's pulled him in for the fight. He hasn't found them to start off, though, and that dash already halfway up. Wants to close the distance. So many tough angles, tight angles to clear with this op in hand. And no idea there's a player up top. He's checking the right angle. What a shot! But Lakia was close. GenG have a lot of credits built up. If PRX lose this round, it's going to be a skyrocket.
Oh, maybe when. That's not the start they were looking for. 2 players down immediately. Forsaken's been a hero before, but down to just 5 HP. That's not really going to work too well for them. And the Seekers went towards mid, but also in towards the A site. The realization's there eventually. mindfreak can win this battle. It could be huge. I don't think they're going to expect him. It's such an obscure position to be in, but then it's almost revealed. Devi, though, has done well. Bringing back 2 kills. The spike left. Just about making it to the site, and it is going to bait in. Nice work from the side of Munchkin, teaming up with Texture. It leaves this man who did get healed up early in the round. As said, he's been ever so devastating. Showstopper might just be able to clear, shoots it into the Viper's pit, but actually, Munchkin's just teamed up with his teammate. He's just left it. Doesn't even mind about the pit. I don't know if Forsaken realized it, but it doesn't even matter.
Again and again, 5 in a row for GenG, and now ultis are there. Showstopper fired off, and Monyet had no chance. No smokes for the way back through. No paranoia to play with. Still some flashes on Devi, but PRX set up with a man disadvantage on a retake seconds into the round.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy to get back in here. As said, they're not bad in these 4v5s, but GenG are even better in the 5v4s. Opener again. Karon takes down another Forsaken, trying his best, but he's almost dead. It is, and well, Lakia meets
about some aggression from this PRX side, seeing it early on in rounds. So with a minute left on the clock, they're going for it. Good paranoia, but the fights don't go their way. GenG winning out every single one. There's no competition, Tom. Barely a lick of damage done, and what is negated by the heal. This is a disaster. Something might be able to save them. He's made big plays before with the Blade Storm. There's one, and not 2. Damage, but no kills.
Oh! Monyet has a chance. Somehow this has come back into a winnable scenario. Just need to hit the bullet. Oh, that's so...
13 for us, well, 13 to you. And opportunity here at least to shut down the first and the second. Monyet does well, Rockets on point. And with Lakia down, it looks like PRX are set to finally put another round on the board. Long have they waited. It's Karon to try to challenge, and he got an opportunity, but it was shut down eventually by something with only one standing. It's an easy win.
We'll be able to go down. This almost has to be a complete retake.
Oh, nice shot by Lakia as well. There's his 13.
Spike drop.
An opportunity indeed with that spike down, 15 seconds left. It's time for GenG to get a move on. Munchkin has to step out from that corner, and he's being caught. They need a dive on that spike and get it planted, but PRX are in their way. 4 rounds. Now it's a little bit more conventional, but that's never the name of the game with PRX. In he goes. Something's looking for a fight. Paranoia is perfect. Snakebite's even better. And with 1 HP, Lakia doesn't stand a chance. The rest of the squad comes in to save him, but they've ended up falling too. A 3 versus 1 with Meteor left standing and his back wide open. That's a mistake.
Oh, no.
And it almost was a cost. There's a reason that they went to this comp after all. Nice shot by Meteor. Opportunity for more, and he's landed that shot as well. Forsaken's very low, a big help to any teammates that end up taking that fight. We may talk about the Outlaw, but this man's making it work with the Marshall, the cheaper weapon. And okay, an opportunity if they had have spotted the player in the corner. Monyet, though, able to deliver the killing blow. Mindfreak fell to a snake bite after being... Oh! What is that push from Meteor? You will rarely see a man with the gall or the gumption to do such a thing. Karon, 1 versus 2. A serious opportunity. Yes, he's far away, but that might mean by the time he gets here, he could pick up a weapon.
It depends, though, because PRX, that's the thing. The blitz plays of PRX have been so fast that there's actually still loads of time. They don't need to over-aggress. They've just thrown out the guiding light, the flash, to get them a little bit of extra information. Still no weaponry found. Now, Karon does have himself a paranoia. He's brought up his full belt of utility. If he can somehow isolate one of these duels, for now at least, it seems like he's waiting for that site to be taken. Smoke will give that away, the spike being planted, and now he can look to try and see if there's any gun to be had, and, well, there you have it.
Thank you, Yeti. Yeah, we've got a Bulldog to play with, 100 HP, a Paranoia still online, both smokes. Timing is key, and they swung him to get tag associated with it. Down in vent, this is an uncouth hold. 2 players, and they're dropping in, landing on each other's head. It couldn't be easier for Lakia, signed, sealed, and delivered to this man with the heal up for his teammate. Munchkin's going to be back up in fighting form, and in a 5v3, that's another nail in the coffin for PRX. Tagged up a little on a ranged fight, and what an adjustment from Munchkin. Clinical, as now there's only 2 attackers standing. Their chances are looking pretty slim.
Yeah, he almost killed Devi through the screen as well, so he's going to be half HP entering the site. They don't even know that Munchkin's there. A perfect reposition. This might be a flawless return to form as Devi's the only man left standing. A 1v5 scenario. Talk about, can he do any semblance of damage? As said, they invested some extra credits into this round, so the next round's not exactly going to be pretty. Wouldn't normally talk about saving, but I think actually holding onto a gun here would have more value, and he's just been seen of knowing exactly where he is now. I imagine there's going to be pressure placed onto this man. Blast packs could be thrown in, but it's just going to be the entirety of the squad looking to just jump down upon him within those last few seconds.
Exactly what they
intended. It's not going to cover up above. They've had to re-smoke it. Again, an explosive start to the round. Almost a kill. Well, I say almost. They've ended up with 3. This is exactly what PRX does. These fast-paced plays into the site. As mentioned, this was a weaker purchase. They had some pieces missing with that Sheriff and Stinger. Now, though, you look towards the players of GenG. In this 2v4 scenario, Flash is already going to reveal Texture's position. And they've spotted Karon as well. Although I say that, the peek out never really came in. The player behind the back of the site should have probably seen him. Now it gets a little bit more interesting. Space given to Tex. Going on to their favored side. The B site under serious pressure. Half the team still waiting patiently. Karon's reposition is sublime. He's managed to TP behind them. He gets away with murder. Brilliant from Karon. We took...
Costly ruse, perhaps. Forsaken. The decay is going to fade, but he's still half HP, and Munchkin finds it too easy to deal with him. One well-placed shot, and he's down and out. Stealing sight. Now we need to see the return for GenG as another is found, something falls, 2 rifles still in play, Seekers still in play, and a few flashes here and there. 1, in fact, just on Devi. Not a lot for them to fight their way back through with utility, but it's this man's position that might get them something. He's found another with the weaker weapons. This man's an animal. Oh, he's being put down. And for PRX, they look to take it elsewhere, but those steps are heard. Meteor's in position, unbeknownst to them. You might have her trail, but, well, it's a little more difficult to deal with her cleanly. Mindfreak, the last man standing, 1v3. And Munchkin's already spotted him. He's a known quantity with a flank underway. Munchkin just needs to buy some time, back off, and let his teammates take it. And gets this kill, he's got himself a Viper's Pit to play with. Or if he dies, I suppose.
That's the thing. He's literally just playing with him because he knows that flank is coming.
GenG have been dominating in rifle rounds. Now they've got 4 ultimates to fall back on, up against weaknesses, but no Lakia. A big opening kill for the side of PRX, as Heaven could now be theirs. GenG might start to panic, might make a mistake, and with Munchkin inside the smoke isolated, that might just be the mistake they were looking for.
Oh, this could be big! Oh. He actually switches away, and it's just going to be the shutdown, surely, for Meteor!
5 in a row needed, and the challenge already underway. Munchkin,
okay. Yeah, he put down early utility to try and slow this push a little bit, but the fact is, he underestimated the pacing. Lakia in the corner, but they expect it. He's stuck in the mud. Good utility usage in this round. It leaves now Karon. He's had some magical plays, but they know exactly where he is. Well, it seems so. Monyet goes bouncing past him. Now, there is a flank, and no one really watching it, although it seems like Texture was doubting the player behind. Also a 1v1 taken, but it won't matter in the end. A 1 versus 5. Some serious mistakes.
Negative economic stake. No, that peek from Lakia was not expected. Good flash too, and it's a double. He's got his teammate Meteor with him, and they're absolutely extinguishing the flame of PRX's early fight. This squad's gonna have to go back and reconsider, surely.
Yeah, I like this. Just a direct counter. These A-side takes have been one of the major problems. Viper's Pit, although they might just about win 2 duels. A little bit dangerous, spamming. And because of that, being able to get rid of Meteor is a big pick, because that was looking like map control and a man advantage for GenG. Instead, much more of a problem. And also bear in mind, Lakia is the only one who can't be healed.
That cam there is very important. Just seeing something clear the spawn, you see how much space they lost, because this Viper's Pit isn't just stopping a push, it's stopping all of PRX's plans. Their plan was to blitz A. They get slowed, they get stopped, and now they have to go back and re-clear everything. Even if there's not a player flanking, if they're just pushed up in B main holding that aggro intel, you're going to find it very hard to actually dive in. Now this TP is to B site. Up top, it's going to be broken last second with something down below, spotted and taken down. GenG have the advantage. They're going to challenge Munchkin inside the pit. And what a mistake that was. Welcome to his world with Monyet, the last man standing, and a free kill presented. He's got 3 more to go.
15 seconds.
He's found the 4Ks in the past, Dom, but this would be exceptional.
He doesn't have time.
Good luck to you, and good night.
Yeah, it just wasn't enough there. And the fact is, the running through of that Viper's Pit with the spike, they needed to clear that man out immediately. It did not happen. A stellar map, losing both pistols. I think this just allows him to do more damage. I like the start though from GenG. Oh, okay. They had that 3-man push initially, didn't expect anybody to still be around the angle, and because of that, they've lost the first battle.
1 man down already, but the rest are rotating into the right spot. The read is good from the side of GenG as they move to the A site. Here comes PRX diving a little quicker than expected, but there's the return. They're not expecting this many players to be on that defensive side already. Anchored down, and they're winning the fights, leaving Devi all alone. The 1v2, good damage done, and the follow-up, and he's out of ammo. Shouldn't be left unchecked. There's still a flash on Devi. You expect that to pop as they move forward. No, in fact, it's just a double swing, and the same thing there, exactly. Clean trades for PRX.
Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be fight after fight. Meteor now has to try and pull off some individual brilliance as well. I think a little bit too predictable on when he'd make his move. Munchkin on the other side of the map, and the thing is, he could just hold this through to the next round, but I don't expect him to. When there's an opportunity to have an upgrade, maybe take a gun away.
Oh, indeed. Yeah, I mean, not a position you're going to be clearing a lot of the time. Done well to start. player close is low. Devi and mindfreak both playing without shields and with a bit of dent to their health. Forsaken also with no shields and no head anymore. This is getting very costly for the attacking side, with Munchkin not stopping anytime soon. He's already picked up 3, and now he's quickening his pace to the site. The time is so desperately low, and he doesn't know where Devi is. The element of surprise gets PRX the kill and the round. But at what cost? Found enough and actually bought some time for Meteor to escape and for Munchkin to round the corner. No one's going to go down to that showstopper, but it's claimed a lot of space.
Yeah. Oh, they don't realize how close Karon is. He had to move because of the Tiger. Monyet's going to try and aggress. This is risky. Multiple players on the other side. Showstopper, he should be dead. He actually almost manages to catch one. Even still, though, for GenG, this is looking fantastic. Timing couldn't be worse for something either. It's going from bad to worse for PRX. They need to find a miracle through these spams. At least been able to get one, but they don't know if the player's still on the spike. The second tap will definitely help them out, but it's not. But something, I think he's just going to disrespect the utility. Had enough of these pushes coming through. He is going to get pinged up. They know where he is, and Texture's already there to support.
That's it. They're trying to punish the Odin. They know that it's not easy to fight from this angle, especially when the door gets open, and now he's dead. But that's what it's all about on GenG, filling in the spaces and being able to fight afterwards. But with a return from PRX, they've got a real chance. The headshot angle held by mindfreak, but Meteor's just ducked underneath it, playing the limbo, and he's winning this game with mindfreak down. It's 45 HP.
On something, he has had a very quiet start to this game, and a reaction shot from Texture already puts down Monyet.
You see the idea as well? We see the aggression, we try to take space elsewhere. Denied on A, because GenG are getting aggressive, giving PRX a taste of their own defensive medicine. This is a really good start with 4 ultimates to fall back on, 3 of which will help you out if you're in a pinch. For PRX, where do they go? Where do they take it? Maybe they can get a neural theft if they can even drop a body. And they cannot.
Oh, no.
A wallbang kill with the Odin from Lakia. That's something dropped. That's the op down, and he's looking for a little bit more. I don't know where they're going to take this on the attack, but I think I know what the result will be regardless.
Forsaken's been quiet as well, and reposition. Nice shot at least. Will make things a little bit more interesting. The reveal as well will tell exactly where their opponents are. Knowing there's only one player here, the turret though, keeping things disruptive. And Meteor, again, full sprint. Just going to allow them the fast take back of this control. Paranoia immediately put through. The trade's not awful in the beginning, but they quickly divulge into nothing for the side of PRX. Forsaken trying to claim it back though. Finally, he comes alive.
Well, this is the round that he needed to wake up in. That spike is theirs, and they can walk it straight to the seaside once that door is closed. 16 HP, mindfreak on 42, but Texture's got an op and a nade, and there's a snake bite left. This could be very, very dangerous indeed. For now, though, Texture's not deploying the nade, instead sitting down. Op in hand, 16 HP, turned to 0. Nice shot with the operator as mindfreak now has a nade below him. He's safe up top. He's got the angle, could even pick off Munchkin. That could make it winnable. The Meteor was tagged down quite a bit.
That's the value, right? That's the value. They got rid of the they got rid of the lockdown, so they can at least claim some space. He's screwed. There's no way he survives that.
It's a little messy. It's giving PRX a chance, Tom. They haven't planted the spike, but they don't need to if they win these fights again and again, and they have. Lakia dropped, leaves Munchkin 1v3. If he wins this, I'm putting the headset down. They've got decent amount of HP, and they've lost mindfreak. Okay, but it's all right. They've still got 2 players, no utility to play with. They've got to just take these fights, not one at a time. That's the only thing I beg of you. Not one at a time, not up against Munchkin right now. He's 11-4. He's been winning round after round, but a reposition by Forsaken. Nice. The swing is good. There's no utility, there's no reaction from GenG. So Forsaken realizes it's wide open, and he gets caught by Lakia. That timing was near perfect. You have to, well, I mean, you could call it a mistake. At the end of the day, he was open to like 6 angles, so he has to just be clearing those, constantly being paranoid about them. The site, though, is lost, and PRX will find the plant nonetheless.
Showstopper online, not wanting to allow them to set up. Something's going to try and get aggressive, but he's not going to manage to land the shot. Now, I think the flash through the back might have actually caught Munchkin, so he's going to actually reposition through B instead. Move away from the flank position. It's open. I think it's because Devi's having to check too many angles. The Seekers at least will give it away. Showstopper has been thrown in. He might get caught by all of the Seekers, but his teammate's got his back, and that means he'll be able to kill off mindfreak. The remaining player's a bit of an obscure position. Monyet has not been cleared yet, and because of that, he's going to be able to deny the defusal, the spam doing so much damage, and now it's all on to Defy with an operator. First shot missed, but he just needs to kill the guy defusing, and he's done enough. There's no time left. Finally, PRX.
Looks like they're going to go back into it. Is there a flash? Is there anything? No. No, it's just a dry, wide peek by Monyet. Players up top looking to trade, but Texture's out of the angle too quickly. PRX have given him another shot, and it looks like another bite of this apple as around comes another, but finally the miss is there. Texture gets the reset though with low HP. He's dancing around, but he's being caught. There was no escape this time, and with Lakia falling, a real chance emerging for an 8-4 half. It looks like PRX have finally woken up. They've found some punch to be packed. Let's see. Meteor's on his way in. Up close with a teammate further away. Munchkin's making a lot of noise. They're trying to find an angle to deal with him, and instead running into Meteor. Well played. Now they can group up and try to force this 2v2 with the Viper's Pit. That was a little scary. Thought Munchkin was about to be spammed, but now they've got a lot of space as they close in the distance. No snake bites to play with, though. That could help out, keep them way out of this pit, and with Munchkin falling, it's done.
Drive as the rest of the team somewhat far away. An opportunity, but Forsaken with a good trade.
Keeping the numbers in their favor. Something needs to do a little bit more. He's done some damage, and there's the follow-up. A shot right to Texture's temple. That's going to put us in a 4v2 with PRX. Definitely favored to take this pistol now. Forsaken fallen. A little bit more of a chance. Something, though, delivers. Okay, he's up top and not spotted. Easy.
Happens. So something now in a pretty deadly position. And honestly, I think Meteor's a little bit lucky there to even get one.
Well, here's the chance for that operator to finally show its ugly face. Ugly for the side of GenG as they lose a player right off rip. And it's Texture, the man with the responsibility to take the space to close the distance. Now they'll be a little bit slower on the way around these corners, which is just perfect for something. He had to be watching the right way, though, and Munchkin caught him unaware. The same happens with Defy, though, leaving it to a 3v2. Defensive advantage and Defy walkabouts. He's been so good. 19 kills, looking for his 20th and his third of the round. And it looks like he might, oh, he will get the opportunity, but he's been, you're not going to have Forsaken there to help with this fight. Instead, something has to do it on his own, and again, he finds Texture. That's a big part of this take. They tried to seize the space with him blast packing in, but instead, they've been left to try and trade it out. 2 versus 3. Meteor's good position has been noted. As we said earlier, they know that trap was broken. They know there could be someone around here. It's why you see Defy wait for mindfreak, wait even for the plant to come through, while Monyet finishes this flank. Looks like they're aware. Well, they're very much aware that something is going on. I mean, PRX haven't made a move. Why haven't they? Why are they not trying to fight for any bit of control? And that's not something they'll find an answer to until they plant the spike.
It looks like because they've spotted players near B, and they're worried about their spawn, they're actually going to go fighting aggressively. This could be a big win if it comes through. Nice work from Meteor. 1 bullet left. And nothing being spotted towards the spawn. This means they know where they are. The peek out is perfect, and he goes back!
But Munchkin, oh, the shot's missed. And Munchkin's been given a second chance at life, while the showstopper is again just, oh, I thought just used for space, but if he fires it out close, no, he doesn't pull the trigger. And now he realizes his mistake as the dive comes in from PRX. They've got a lot to work with.
The old Stoke should be, well, in theory, forcing them back, but it hasn't happened at all. They went aggressive. Made this one problematic. Spike already planted at least, so they're gonna have to respect it and just fall back. Munchkin's still holding, and they have a pretty nasty potential crossfire just with the amount of time that can be bought. Munchkin is just looking at that clock. That's all he really aiming for, sitting back, waiting for the push. He manages to land the first, almost.
But the main thing is, something has got basically an all right now. That's a Yassine dash. But it works out for him, no punish, and the reposition gets him another kill. Swing out, coming in to the side of PRX and closing.
Looking at mindfreak.
Yeah, it looks like they're looking at him too. Karon was trained in on that with Texture finding a field day. 2 HP left on Defy. He'll find it hard to get any impact from this point. A stray bullet enough to take him down, but he's caught Karon off guard. The flash covers his retreat. No more flashes, and they don't regen anymore. An opportunity still. No, shut down. 2 versus 3 though. Viper's pick could change the game.
They're trying to get in as quickly as humanly possible, but Meteor's there to defend. Leaves it onto something. As said, he's had a real resurgence. They just fall back to enable the reload. Never mind, he's just looking to reposition completely. I think they know exactly where he is, but somehow he still wins the battle. 3 bullets left in the clip, the pit's been dropped. He's already going to spot one, but he's now just out to the classic.
Forsaken in that corner needs value. They've not seen him. He's good for 1 and damage on texture. Those could be very, very pivotal facts for us as PRX look to move back through. So many players are low. One extremely low in the corner. It's the Rocket to find him.
Yeah, that's the thing though, that trade's all right. That was the low HP player that goes down. I don't think they're going to mind that whatsoever to put it back into a 3 versus 3. Something about to try and go through this. His teammates a little bit further behind. No flash available for Device, so it's just going to have to be the raw push. Already managing to retrieve a rifle.
Rounds they weren't able to succeed. That early push, it's not quite a rifle. Instead, it's a set of blades, and those don't even get fired off. They lay by his side as he falls to the floor. Something down, so too is Devi, and they're ready for another player close. There seems to be nothing that PRX can do to surprise this GenG roster in the last few rounds. And with 12 looking like it's on the board, Tom, these players, they have to be feeling the crushing weight of this series. The lower bracket is beckoning them, and there they'll face elimination against the Sentinels or Allowed. There's no easier fight for them than a team that they know. The devil they don't is coming.
It seems like GenG have got their number. This round at least was a weaker investment, but they had to use one of the ults and it got absolutely nothing. And the second we've got into these post-farms, that's where GenG have looked at.
Open sights, pull you out of sticky situations, door open. That was the defenders, but it's covering Monyet's push forward. Problem is, okay, good nade up close. That's gonna force that player out in the open. Problem is, Texture was covering it. And now the push on mid is spotted as well. 3 players left for PRX. And it looks like they've still got a fight in them. Nightfall won't evade it. He's being caught, but, oh, it's fake information. The Shrouded Step has bought a little bit of an advantage for mindfreak as he's still alive, his HP recovering, but with something down. And Devi, very much known towards that spawn. mindfreak's on the wraparound, wants to move towards that singular door. For this, Devi needs to buy some time. He still has a flash to play with. There it goes. It's popped and it's cleared out this corridor. Devi's even won the fight. The smoke is down. A chance if mindfreak can make it to Devi, if they can take this fight together, but they don't know where the last players are. And the nade has even forced them back for a second. The time now very low. And with 2 players still to root out, it might be too low. Devi just dodges that seize, but mindfreak down. The time now not to be played with. Okay, no, Texture went out swinging. There's no chance. There's no chance whatsoever. He had to stick it underneath his nose, and short of a big misplay, it was never swinging the other way. 13-9.